Hello friends, do you know some facts about Africa? Stay in this video while I share with you some facts you need to know about Africa. This incredible continent is home to some of the oldest civilizations in the world, and it's incredibly rich in culture, diversity, and history. It is a truly remarkable place, and here we will explore some of its most fascinating facts. Let's look at some beautiful facts about Africa. Have you subscribed to Sephiat World? If no, what are you waiting for, please? Hit on your subscription button and your bell notification button if you haven't done so. And to my viewers, thank you for supporting me. Let's look at number one fact about Africa. It is the second largest continent of the world. Africa is the second largest continent of the world. It is one of the 7 continents of the world, and it's only smaller than Asia. The second fact about Africa is there are 54 countries in Africa. There are 54 countries in Africa. This includes Tanzania, Kenya, Egypt, Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Ghana. Another fact about Africa is Africa has the world's largest desert. Africa has the world's largest desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest desert in the world. It is the 3rd largest desert in the world. Another fact about Africa is it is home to the world's longest river. Africa is the home to the world's longest river, River Nile. The Nile is the longest river in the world. Although some people are saying the Amazon is longer than River Nile. It flows through many different African countries and is the main water source of Egypt, Sudan, and South Sudan. Another fact, which is the 5th fact about Africa, is most of the world's diamonds come from Africa. Guys, do you know that? Most of the world's diamonds comes from Africa. As much as 95% of the world's diamond and 50% of the world's goods come from Africa. The 6th fact about Africa is Africa makes 70% of the world's cocoa beans. Africa makes 70% of the world's cocoa beans. Cocoa beans are used to make chocolate. Most of the world beans come from 4 West African countries. Most of the world beans come from 4 West African countries, which are Ivory Coast, Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon. Another fact about Africa is, have you subscribed to Sephiat World? What are you waiting for? If you haven't subscribed to Sephiat World, if you haven't, give this video a thumbs up, please. I'm talking to you that is listening to this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Put on your bell notification. So let's look at the 7 facts about Africa. Our oldest ancestors originated from Africa. The 7 facts about Africa is our earliest ancestors originated from Africa. Africa is sometimes called the cradle of humankind because there have been many fossil stones which indicate that early human life originated here. These people are the earliest known Homo sapiens, which is the species we belong to. The 8th fact about Africa is 1.2 billion people live in Africa. That's 16% of the world's population. 1.2 billion people live in Africa. 16% of world's population. Another fact about Africa is there are over 2,000 different languages spoken in Africa. Someone that is listening to this audio right now. How many languages in Africa can you speak? Can you speak Hausa? Can you speak Yoruba? What can you speak? At least you need to learn one language. Just one. Let me just say just one. At least you need to know how to speak one. Shona is there. Arabic is there. Hausa is there. So just try and pick out one language in Africa, one language that they mostly speak in Africa. So just try and pick one and learn. So another fact, like I said just now, there are over 2,000 languages spoken in Africa. That's much though. And number 10 fact about Africa is beware of hippos in Africa. Beware of hippos in Africa. More people are attacked by hippos than any other animals in Africa. They are very protective, so if you see a hippo, leave it alone. Thanks for taking out your wonderful time to view this video. These are the facts, not these are the facts. These are some facts about Africa. Africa has a lot of facts. If we say we should just sit down here and be talking about facts, we're going to be mentioning many, just more facts about Africa. The 10th one is beware of hippos in Africa. The 9th fact about Africa is there are over 2,000 different languages spoken in Africa. The 8th fact about Africa is 1.2 billion people live in Africa. The 7th fact about Africa is our earliest ancestors originated from Africa. Our earliest ancestors originated from Africa. The 6th fact about Africa is Africa makes 70% of the world cocoa beans. Africa makes 70% of the world's cocoa beans. The 5th fact about Africa is most of the world's diamond come from Africa. Most of the world's diamond comes from Africa. Have you subscribed to Sephiat World? Do it. Do it because this video is coming to an end. The 4th fact about Africa, share this video. Give this video a thumbs up. It is home to the world's longest river, River Nile. Africa is home to the world's longest river, River Nile. The 3rd fact about Africa is Africa has the world's largest desert. Africa has the world's largest desert. The 2nd fact about Africa is there are 54 countries in Africa. There are 54 countries in Africa. And the first fact I talked to you people about just now, the first fact in Africa, the first fact about Africa is it is the 2nd largest continent of the world. Africa is the 2nd largest continent of the world. It is one of the 7th continents of the world and it's only smaller than Asia. Thanks for staying tuned to Sephiat World, guys. These are some facts about Africa. Don't forget to hit on that subscription button. Don't forget to put on your bell notification. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you haven't. I know before you will watch it to this stage, you've already pressed that thumbs up button. Thank you so much to my supporters out there, to all my supporters. Thank you so much. Share this video. Keep supporting me. Please subscribe to Sephiat Visa Travels if you know you haven't done that. Thank you so much. A lot of people from Sephiat World has subscribed to Sephiat Visa Travel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. With your support, I love you guys and I will keep loving you. Don't forget the code. The code is for you to put on your subscription button and your bell notification button for new updates. I love you. Have a wonderful and